In October 2023, Sydney, Australia, was shaken to its core by a horrifying crime that sent shockwaves through the entire nation. Lilie James, a beloved 21-year-old water polo coach at St. Andrew's Cathedral School, was found brutally murdered on the school grounds, a tragedy that shattered her community and left everyone searching for answers. Lilie was more than just a coach. She was a beacon of positivity and warmth. Known for her unwavering dedication to her students, her infectious spirit, and her deep love for her family, she was a young woman with a promising future. But behind her radiant smile lay an unseen storm brewing, a sequence of events that would lead to a chilling and violent end. As investigators unraveled the details of that night, a haunting narrative emerged. A tale of betrayal, obsession, and a relationship gone terribly wrong. What happened to Lilie James was not just a crime. It was a heart-wrenching reminder of how life's darkest moments can unfold unexpectedly, leaving a community forever changed. Born in May 2002 to Jamie and Peter James, Lilie James grew up in Sans Souci, New South Wales, leaving an indelible mark on everyone she encountered. A graduate of Danebank in Hurstville, class of 2020, Lilie pursued her passion for sports business at the University of Technology, Sydney. By 2023, she was working part-time as a water polo coach at St. Andrew's Cathedral School, where her dedication and radiant spirit inspired her students and colleagues alike. Her friends and family described her as nothing short of extraordinary. A life force was the phrase most often used, a testament to her boundless energy, vibrant personality, and genuine care for others. Lilie had a natural gift for uplifting those around her, whether through a kind word, a smile, or a moment of connection. Her father, Jamie James, fondly remembered her as hard-working and deeply engaged, saying she could be extremely nosy, but she wanted to make people's days better, whether that was just with a smile or a quick conversation. Lilie's zest for life and selfless nature were not just qualities, but the essence of who she was. A young woman devoted to spreading positivity and joy wherever she went. Her impact on those around her was profound, making her loss all the more heartbreaking. Lilie, at just 21 years old, was a whirlwind of energy and compassion. Her resume, a testament to her dedication to helping others, was already overflowing with accomplishments. She juggled teaching swimming, dance instruction, and coaching both water polo and netball, finding joy in each role. Her mother often marveled at her daughter's boundless energy. Where did she get it all from, she'd wonder. The answer, according to those who knew her best, was a simple chocolate and ice cream. Lilie had a sweet tooth, but her heart was even sweeter. She represented a new generation of young women, strong, independent, and fiercely protective of their boundaries. She approached relationships with a maturity beyond her years, including a brief romance with Paul Tyson, a relationship that would tragically end in her death. Born in the Netherlands as an only child, Paul Tyson attended St. Andrew's Cathedral School from 2015 to 2017, where he excelled as a sports captain and member of the school leadership team. His accomplishments made him a standout student, celebrated by peers and mentors alike. After graduating, Paul was hired as a sports assistant coach at the school, a role he embraced before heading to the Netherlands to complete his university degree. In 2020, Paul returned to Australia, stepping back into the St. Andrew's community with a dual role as a cricket and hockey coach and an after-hours coordinator. His return was welcomed as a homecoming for a beloved alumnus who personified the school's values. He even expanded his coaching portfolio to include a role at St. Vincent's College in Potts Point while pursuing a master's degree in teaching to become a PE teacher. On the surface, Paul appeared to be the ideal role model, a former student turned mentor, giving back to the community that helped shape him. Both he and Lilie James, his girlfriend and colleague, had no documented history of domestic violence or legal issues, making the tragedy that would unfold all the more baffling and devastating. The professional bond between Lilie James and Paul Tyson took a personal turn just 5 weeks before tragedy struck, evolving into a casual romance that both seemed to handle with maturity. Lilie confided in her mother about their arrangement, a conversation that now carries an eerie weight. "Mum, we both sat down at the start of the relationship and decided that neither of us wanted anything serious. We just wanted some fun, and once it had run its course, we would go our separate ways. Her words reflected her character, grounded, self-aware, and unafraid to establish boundaries. She always knew how to communicate her feelings and understand what others wanted, her mother shared, highlighting the thoughtful nature that defined Lilie. Friends who encountered Paul during this fleeting relationship saw no red flags. One of Lilie's closest friends recalled a visit from Paul just 2 weeks before the tragedy. He seemed like a regular guy, polite, talkative, and completely normal. What unfolded next would leave everyone questioning how something so seemingly light-hearted and uncomplicated could take such a dark and devastating turn. Just a week before her tragic death, Lilie and Paul ended their relationship, staying true to the mature and open communication they had embraced from the start. According to a close friend, they just decided they wanted to be friends. She said it was pretty mutual. To those around her, it appeared to be an amicable, uneventful conclusion to a brief romance. No one detected the simmering fury hidden beneath Paul's composed demeanor. The days that followed showed no signs of turmoil. Lilie went about her life with the same energy and dedication that defined her, teaching, coaching, studying, and sharing moments with the people she loved most. No one could have predicted that such an unassuming end to their relationship would set the stage for an act of violence that would shatter so many lives. The morning of October 25th unfolded like any other. Lilie, her father Jamie observed, ate breakfast in her usual way, seemingly lost in her own thoughts, off in her own little world. These ordinary moments, a daughter enjoying toast, a father checking the time for the train, would soon become precious memories, forever etched in time by the unimaginable violence that would unfold less than 12 hours later. The day progressed normally until around 7 p.m., when Lilie, preparing for water polo practice, went into the school's gymnasium bathroom to change. CCTV footage captured Paul following her, a chilling reminder of the tension that had simmered between them since their recent breakup. An hour later, Paul emerged from the bathroom alone, leaving Lilie behind. He arrived at Diamond Bay Reserve at 8:47 p.m., where he disposed of a hammer in a bin, a chilling act that would later be revealed as a crucial piece of evidence. Paul departed the location at 9:49 p.m., only to call the police 2 hours later, reporting a body at St. Andrews that required investigation. His last known location was The Gap in Vaucluse, New South Wales, where he left a backpack containing his personal belongings, a final, silent goodbye. Just before midnight on October 25th, a chilling discovery shattered the peace of St. Andrews. Police, responding to a call, found a woman's body in the school's gymnasium bathroom. The victim, described as a woman in her early 20s, bore the brutal mark of homicide, her face rendered unrecognizable by serious head injuries. The search for the perpetrator, though unnamed at this point, began immediately, as police believed he could shed light on the tragedy. The following morning, at 4:30 a.m., an email from St. Andrews reached the inboxes of all students' parents, announcing the school's closure for the remainder of the week due to a critical incident. A second text message sent at 6:30 a.m. assured parents that no students were involved. The school, recognizing the need for support, brought in counselors to provide solace to both students and parents. Students preparing for their higher school certificate and final year international baccalaureate exams were relocated to separate buildings, a testament to the school's commitment to maintaining normalcy amidst the chaos. At around 10:35 to 10:40 a.m., a friend of the family confirmed the heartbreaking truth. The body was Lilie's. The weight of the news settled heavily on the school community. Just over an hour later, at 11:40 a.m., police formally identified Paul as a suspect, a chilling confirmation of the suspicions that had begun to swirl. A chilling text message, sent from Lilie's phone an hour after her death, sent a ripple of fear through the family. "Come to school, trouble," it read, a message sent by Paul to Lilie's father, Jamie, on the day of the tragedy. Driven by a father's instinct to protect his child, Jamie rushed to the school, only to find Lilie's desk with her bag and pass still there. He even ventured near the gymnasium doors, but stopped short, a decision that would later bring a strange sense of relief. "I'm glad that I didn't go a little bit further," he reflected, the unspoken implications of what he might have discovered hanging heavy in the air. As the pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place, the truth emerged, shattering the Lilie family forever. "I had to come home to tell Peter," Jamie recalled, his voice choked with emotion. "I'll never forget that one moment in time when the realization that she'll never walk through that door again. It will haunt me for the rest of my life." Criminologist Xanthe Mallet theorized that the killer's motive for sending those texts was either to ensure Lilie's body would be found or to manipulate the time of death in the eyes of the police. Criminal psychologist Tim Watson-Monroe added fuel to the fire, suggesting that the murder was premeditated, pointing to Paul's purchase of a hammer from a hardware store and his rental of a car on the day of the murder, the same car he drove to the school. He was fully aware, Watson-Monroe concluded, and had a clear intention. In the early hours of October 26, 2023, the investigation took a shocking turn as authorities established a second crime scene 11 kilometers from the original site at the Gap in Vaucluse. This location was the last reported sighting of Paul, now the prime suspect in the case. Nearby, police discovered items linked to the homicide, deepening suspicions that Paul might have taken his own life after the crime. As daylight broke, a massive search operation unfolded. By 9 a.m., helicopters and boats scanned South Head Reserve, while police patrolled the coastline and cordoned off the cliffs at Diamond Bay. A nearby bin was sealed off, and a rescue tent was set up, heightening the tension in the community. At 5 p.m., the search yielded a crucial breakthrough. Paul's backpack, containing personal belongings and a hammer, was found. Investigators concluded the hammer was the weapon used in the brutal attack on Lilie, adding a grim layer of clarity to the tragedy. On the morning of October 27, 2023, the investigation reached a tragic conclusion. Around 8 a.m., police returned to Diamond Bay Reserve, accompanied by ambulances. Nearby tradesmen working on a construction site at the cliff's edge made a grim discovery: a body lying on the rocks below. Authorities were immediately alerted, and a rescue operation was swiftly organized. By 12:15 p.m., a coordinated team including a bomb disposal unit, Marine officers, and the Westpac rescue helicopter successfully retrieved the body. Transported from the scene at 3:30 p.m., the body was identified as Paul Tyson. Fingerprint analysis, cross-referenced with records provided by the Netherlands Embassy, confirmed his identity. Investigators established that Paul arrived at the location around 10 p.m. following the murder. However, the events of the 2 hours before he contacted emergency services at 11 p.m. remain a mystery, leaving unanswered questions in the wake of this harrowing tragedy. The murder of Lilie James would unravel a chilling series of revelations, exposing not just the brutal details of her final moments, but also the sinister undercurrents of Paul Tyson's past. What initially seemed like a relationship gone wrong would evolve into a darker tale, revealing a history of obsession and manipulation that had long gone unnoticed by those who knew him. As investigators delved into the events of October 25, 2023, they uncovered a troubling pattern beneath Paul's polished exterior. His reputation as a beloved sports coach and upstanding community member was a facade, hiding a far more disturbing truth about his tendencies toward control and possessiveness. The investigation would ultimately peel back the layers of his carefully constructed life, shedding light on the dark forces that led to Lilie's tragic end. The investigation took a pivotal turn when a former girlfriend of Paul Tyson bravely came forward, shedding light on the darker side of his personality and his capacity for obsession and violence. Speaking anonymously for her own protection, she recounted disturbing incidents that revealed a pattern of increasingly controlling behavior. He was, I would say, kind of obsessive, she confessed, describing his constant need for attention and his demands that she share her location at all times. He even insisted on being featured in her Facebook and Instagram profile pictures. Her testimony painted a chilling picture of escalating behaviors that foreshadowed the horror to come. After an attempt to break up with him, she witnessed Paul lash out in frustration by punching a tree, telling her in a terrifying moment, "I can't punch the one thing I want to." His behavior spiraled further into stalking, with him showing up outside her home at dawn on multiple occasions, exhibiting what she described as unhinged and deranged actions. These revelations became a critical piece of the puzzle, unveiling the true depth of Paul's troubling tendencies. Forensic psychologist Dr. Peter Ashkar's expert analysis of the evidence revealed a chilling psychological profile of Paul Thyssen, consistent with narcissistic personality disorder. The rejection of Paul by Lilie caused him to experience that narcissistic injury. Dr. Ashkar explained. He felt degraded, humiliated, and with that came a flood of intense, angry, and heated emotion which boiled into his rage. This professional insight was crucial in helping investigators understand the 3-day window between the end of Lilie and Paul's relationship and the murder. Rather than offering a period of emotional cooling, those days were a simmering time of escalating rage, culminating in what Dr. Asher described as a cold, planned, and calculated act of violence. On October 27, 2023, Lilie James's family released their first statement, capturing the heartbreaking loss. She was vibrant, outgoing, and very much loved by her family and friends. We are tremendously grateful for the support of our community at this difficult time. As a police investigation is underway, we will not be providing further comments. In the wake of Lilie's tragic passing, friends, students, and loved ones flooded social media with heartfelt tributes and condolences. A poignant video appeared on St. Andrew's website, showcasing Lilie performing a powerful monologue from Macbeth as part of her HSC drama project. A growing sea of flowers soon gathered at makeshift memorials outside her school and home, each one a testament to the beloved young woman taken too soon. In response to the tragedy, St. Andrew's principal addressed all parents, assuring them that the police had confirmed the killing was unforeseeable and emphasized that the horrors of evil would not define the strength of their school community. In a heartfelt tribute, notes from Lilie's closest colleagues were shared, offering a poignant memoir of her life and legacy. As the school grappled with the loss, the gymnasium was closed to students, and the library was transformed into a dedicated counseling center for those in need of support. To ease the burden on students, exams were either postponed or cancelled, with special consideration granted. Additionally, a plan was set in motion to demolish the bathroom block of the gymnasium on November 3, 2023, as part of the ongoing effort to heal and move forward. On October 28, 2023, a heartfelt candlelight vigil was held in Lilie's hometown of Sans-Souci, drawing together friends, family, and community members to honor her memory. 2 days later, on October 30th, St. Andrews hosted a special assembly for both students and staff to reflect and pay their respects. A close friend of Lilie's initiated a GoFundMe campaign to support her grieving family during this heartbreaking time. Lilie's funeral took place at Danebank, her former school, on November 17th. In contrast, Paul's parents opted for a private farewell, choosing to have his body cremated and his ashes scattered in Sydney instead of returning him to the Netherlands. This tragedy has prompted a wave of reflection across educational institutions in Australia, leading many to reassess their security measures and staff vetting procedures, particularly when it comes to employing former students in roles of authority. The heartbreaking loss of Lilie James has left an indelible mark on everyone who knew her, family, friends, and the wider community she touched with her warmth and commitment. A promising future tragically cut short. Her story is a painful reminder of the unseen dangers that can hide behind even the most seemingly ordinary relationships. Lilie's death calls for heightened awareness, urging us to recognize the subtle warning signs of harmful behaviors before they escalate. It has ignited crucial conversations about safety, vigilance, and the urgent need for change to prevent such tragedies from recurring. Though her life was stolen far too soon, Lilie's spirit and legacy will endure in the hearts of those who loved her. Her story will continue to inspire a commitment to protecting one another and ensuring that no more lives are lost to senseless violence. Rest in peace, Lilie James. You will forever be remembered. If you found this video compelling, leave a like and your thoughts in the comments. Be sure to subscribe and watch our other videos.